Billy Mardell-Smith, 18 years old, and I'm a centre midfielder. Starting right from the beginning, my first local team was called ESS. However, it wasn't really a team, never really played matches, just trained on Fridays as a younger player, under sixes, under sevens. And it was from there where, almost luckily, one of my coaches was a scout at Watford and invited me for a trial at 6 years old. And fortunately, got in there, was at Watford from 7 till 16, quite smooth sailing. And at under 15s, I got an England call up. So in December at under 15s, I spent a couple of days at England, and unfortunately, a year later, was released by Watford. Yeah, I think the training here has been really, really good for me because growing up in the academy setup is more focused on the technical side of the game and not so much the physical. So coming here, the training is more based on the physical side of the game. So I feel like I've got fitter, quicker, stronger, which has obviously helped my game a lot when I'm playing on a Saturday. I think it's the fact that he focuses more on just the football. It's your lifestyle, what you're doing outside of the football in your spare time, which can make a massive difference in everyday life and when you're playing, whether it's the diet, how much sleep you're getting, what you're drinking, how much you're drinking, and just things like that that can affect your everyday life that make a massive difference on the pitch as well. Yeah, the last 2 years have been unbelievable. You know, I've spent it with a lot of good friends, and to be able to go on and win trophies with them is great because it all comes from the environment around the place as well. Ben creates a good culture, everyone buys into it, and it creates a good team chemistry that can allow us to go on and win trophies. It was quite near to the start of my first year actually at 16. I'd done pre-season with the first team. First month or so of the season was sitting on the bench, didn't really play. But then, due to injuries and other circumstances, there was not really any other midfielders in the squad. So it was our third game in the FA Cup against Royston. I got the call up and played the full 90, and from there managed to do well and cement my place. Yeah, obviously very proud. I think being captain doesn't change the way I'm viewed by my teammates or how I play on the pitch, but the fact that Ben trusts me with the armband and the boys respect me when I have it means a lot to me. I think growing up at Watford, I had one coach called Armand who was very, very good for me because I think he sort of liked me as a player, saw potential in me, so took me under his wing a little bit, gave me a lot of confidence when I played, and allowed me to play with freedom, which I think helped me develop as a player a lot. And then coming out of the academy, I think obviously Ben has helped me a lot since coming here. Like I said, with the different side of training and the advice on lifestyle. But I think outside of coaches, my parents have been massive for me, giving me confidence throughout my entire career up till now, driving me everywhere and supporting me with all my decisions that I've made. I think it changes quite a lot actually. I think it varies depending on how I see myself, what position I've been playing in. But growing up through the academy at Watford, I quite like watching Capoue because I think he's quite a athletic, dynamic midfielder who can go forwards and can defend. But you know, I think I've transitioned a little bit more defensive to a more attacking midfielder as well. So I quite enjoyed watching Thiago play because I think he's a very technically good player, sees good passes, and gets himself into good positions when he attacks. I think we've had a rough start to the season, but I think over the next 12 months or to the end of the season, I'd love to get in the playoffs with Hartford, get them promoted, and give the club some success for the faith they've given me over the last 2 years. I think coming out of academy football, you're always upset you're coming out. You think it's not right for you. You think going into somewhere other than an academy might be the wrong decision. But I think I just tell myself that it was the best thing for me coming out of an academy, going into men's football, going into a different environment to what I was used to. I think it's helped me grow as a person and as a footballer. So I think going back 2 years, I would just tell myself to be open and that there are other paths to achieving your dreams. Playing in the Premier League, ideally, but I think the first step is always getting a pro contract. But hopefully, I can get a pro and then stay in the game, do well for myself, and hopefully in 5 years, I will be playing professional football.